Ein herzliches Willkommen zurück, liebe Leute. Ja, im letzten Part haben wir viel erfahren und auch wiederum nichts. Und hallo, ich bin doch hier fertig. Sie verarschen oder was? Ach nein, natürlich bin ich nicht fertig. Hier fehlt ja noch jemand. Richtig. Okay. Ja, also ich freue mich, dass ihr dabei seid. Ja, und diesen Fliegenmann werden wir in dieser Folge auch nicht loswerden. Wow, ekelhaft. Nicht die Fliegen, sondern, naja, okay. So, müssen ja hier noch mit ihm reden. Super, Leute. Dann wollen wir das mal machen. Was? Hören wir uns um? Zack, fragen wir die Grundlage dieser Einstellung. Hä? Was?
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
So Anna was killed. But why does that bring the FBI here?
Wow, was für ein Schnuckel, ey. Der dürfte mich gerne
I have
mal
an
rannehmen.
interest in murder cases involving young women.
Well, you know, man, this might just be another case to you. But it means the death of a friend to me. I don't want you taking this lightly like it's just another case.
I never take anything of this nature lightly, I assure you. I'm here to apprehend the perpetrator who did this.
Yeah, because local enforcement can't shine their own boots, right?
Good point. You can't always count on the police now, can you? But that doesn't mean you're going to capture the perpetrator yourself. Quint.
How do you know my name?
I memorized the name of every citizen before arriving in town. I also know about you and your significant other.
You mean Becky?
Don't underestimate the FBI. We know and see everything.
I'm sorry if I was a little harsh. I want to help, I do. Okay?
Okay, Zach, I'll tell you how I knew his name. He's got a small Q on his hat. That was the only name beginning with Q that I could think of. He was even kind enough to tell us his girlfriend's name. I can read him like a book, Zach.
Okay, super. Doch nicht mit alle geredet. Mann, Mann, Mann.
You're York, right? I'm Richard Dunn, the owner of the Darts Bar, Swery 65.
Sie hat darum verhält sich mit diesen Quinn, oder? Mit Sicherheit.
How'd you like the town?
Oh, it's great. Aside from the murder that happened here.
Yep. Murder just doesn't fit with a small town like ours.
Well, Richard, I'll have to correct you on that. Crimes don't care about size. Big town, small town, just isn't a factor.
I guess you're right.
So, how did you know Anna?
I've known her since she was a child. She was the same age as my son. You know, she always stood out, being pretty and all, just like her mother, Sally.
What do you know about Sally?
Well, I went all through school with her right here in town. I never thought our children would be the same age.
I don't see her here today.
Ah, well, see, she lost her husband, and this time it's her daughter. She's at home right now, trying to make peace with it all.
You seem to know a lot. How long have you been in love with her?
Hey, don't go there. That scar of yours tells me you got your hands full too, right? Let's not dive into personal matters. It'll be better for you and me.
You're right, Richard. Collecting gossip won't help with the matter at hand.
Okay, Fliegenmann. Wie sind wir eigentlich hierher gekommen? Wir standen doch eigentlich jemand anderes gegenüber. Oder bin ich jetzt... Okay. Ja, okay. Ja, wo stand der denn? Ich weiß aber noch mit jemandem reden müssen. Wir sind, glaube ich, hier durchgegangen, ne? Ja. Vielleicht. Nee, glaube ich, hier ist niemand mehr, ne? Nö. Okay. Ach, man hätte einfach nur hier hingehen brauchen. Aha, jetzt aber, okay.
Good evening, Agent.
Das
Good
sieht auch schon
evening,
so aus in der
Mr.
Leiste.
Brian, the gravekeeper. Brian.
Mr. Bryan. I like the retro look. Auditioning for Little Grave on the Prairie?
Anna. Oh, she was so beautiful. Too soon. Too soon to go to the grave. So sad. So sad.
I totally agree. That's why I'm here, looking for the one who did it. Were you close to her?
Anna. Her smile. So warm. Anna. Blonde hair. So bright.
There's a graveyard somewhere in town, Zach. I'm not excited about the idea, but maybe we should at least check it out.
Wir müssen dahin. Das verspreche ich dir.
Agent Morgan, I'd like to let everyone go home now. Let's go outside.
Entschuldigung. Super Ding. Okay. Naja. Naja. So früh werde ich natürlich nicht ausmachen. Also. 8 Minuten. Nee, das ist ja zu früh, oder? Das ist zu früh. Ja, ich weiß, Abspeicherung, das werden wir dann auch machen. Und dann geht's mit der Story weiter, Leute. Yes. Dann seht ihr mal, wann ich aufgenommen habe. 16.10.2016 auf 44. Okay. Ich glaube, jetzt geht's im Restaurant oder so. Irgendwann haben die doch, hat sie Emily doch gesagt gehabt, ne? Die wollten immer nur eine Kleinigkeit zu sich nehmen. Gemeinsam. Aber warum konnte ich mich denn nicht umziehen, bitteschön?
Well then, Agent York, do you have any plans for this evening?
I was going to head back to the hotel and go over my notes. I need to contact HQ and give a progress report too.
Okay, then let's call it a day here.
Sounds good?
Contact my office when you finish your report. We'll pick you up tomorrow morning. Diane, the owner of the art gallery, should be back soon.
All right then, let's do that.
Hold on, Agent York. We're going out to eat at Nick's Diner. Would you like to come with us?
The diner? That might be nice.
Thomas is a great cook, but Nick is the real deal. No visit to Greenvale is complete without eating at the A&G.
A very appealing proposition. Zach, what do you think? We can always go back to the hotel after eating dinner. Or go directly back to the hotel. You decide, Zach.
Ja, wir gehen mit essen.
Mm-hmm.
Warum denn auch nicht? Er muss ja auch mal essen.
I've been sheriff here for a long time now, and this is the worst murder I've ever seen.
Our town is a little odd in some ways, but it's usually a peaceful place.
We had our fair share of cases, but just the regular stuff. A high school kid shoplifting from the milk barn, maybe. Or some hot-headed kids fighting, fueled on liquor. Nothing more than that.
Agent York, what kind of cases have you dealt with in the past?
Not much different from those you've just mentioned. The case I was on until last month, well, the guy killed 7 girls in a 3-month period. He sawed their heads off from the neck and took them back to his house. He cleaned the skulls up and used them as utensils in his daily life, to eat from or as a urine cup. He hated women. That was his way of dealing with it. He'd fill skulls with ice, cola, and rum, then he'd down it in one gulp. For him, that was a holy ritual. The question of his mental state was the pivotal point in the court case.
Oh, man.
For me, he was insane. 100%. Drinking from the skulls, well, that is one thing. But those he had used to relieve himself, he would then just use them to drink from, too. Yeah, that was too much for me. It's just not sanitary.
Not sanitary. That's probably not the problem for most of us.
What else? Ah, yes. An ingenious law school student raped over 800 victims. That was a nasty one.
Thank you, Agent York. Now, let's talk about something else.
You don't want to hear anymore? That's a shame, isn't it, Zach? I was just about to get to the good part, too.
Sounds like you live in a totally different world. I mean, you're like an elite agent who just jumped out from a movie or something. In your eyes, we must look like we're just playing cops and robbers. I give up. I can't compete with you.
Don't say that, Emily. The cases you have solved are all full-fledged crimes. A crime is a crime. Size doesn't matter. There is no big and small. Crimes always have a criminal and a victim. No victim will ever welcome a crime, no matter what its size. So, fundamentally, there is no difference in size.
Well said, Agent Morgan. We work day and night to preserve peace and order in this town. You understand that, right?
Of course, but still, I don't view shoplifting and Anna's murder as the same level of crime.
Me neither. I never even dreamt that such a thing could ever even happen in this town. I keep on expecting to see Anna here in this diner, waiting on tables.
Excuse us, Agent Morgan. We should have made dinner a more uplifting experience. Let's call it a night.
Okay. Good night, then.
Oh, Jimmy. Ja, was ist denn jetzt los? Ich glaube, jetzt müssen wir ein Resümee führen, oder? Sowas ähnliches hat er doch gesagt, ne? Ah je, ob ich mich an alles noch erinnern kann? Das muss ziemlich schnell gehen. Lass drücken. Episode 107 Abendessen. Nee. Okay. Ja. Was jetzt? Spielen wir mal rein. Ach, jetzt müssen wir ja wieder mit Dings gehen, ne? Aha, okay. Gut. Dann wollen wir doch mal ein Auto finden und schauen, wo unser Hotel ist. Ich dachte, wir müssen ihr wisst schon, was ich meine. Ein Resümee, oder wie das nennt. Mann, jetzt mal ein bisschen schneller mit dem Laden, ey. So, und wo steht jetzt hier ein bisschen... Was ist das denn hier? Okay. Wo steht bitte ein Auto? Hier. Weiß ich nicht, hatten wir den oder den da hinten? Okay, da kann ich nicht einsteigen. Aber in den hier oder was? Oh, vielen Dank. Ja. Das ist halt der mit dem wenigen. Ja, das ist natürlich klar. Ich weiß nicht, wo es lang geht. Nein. Okay. Dann wollen wir den Pfeil folgen. Ah! Das ist auch verkehrt, oder was? Ah ja, er will immer reden, aber ich nicht. Ich will aber nicht reden. Wo lang? Hä? What? Aha. Das ist im Fall wieder. Mann. Meine Güte. Ich verfahre mich schon wieder. Es ist doch zum Kotzen, ne?
Zach, if you notice anything, just stop me.
Ja, fragst du das denn noch? Ah. Wo ist denn der Pfeil? Ich sehe ihn nicht. Ach da, wo muss ich denn hier hin? Zur Urteil muss ich wohin? Ja genau, da will ich doch auch hin. Ach, da muss ich jetzt... Ach so, da muss ich jetzt tatsächlich umdrehen. Hier. Also, so umdrehen hier, da und dann. Okay. Dann drehen wir mal um. Also der Pfeil bringt uns zu... Nein. Zum Ding, sag mal schnell. Zum Hotel. Mhm. Okay, also... natürlich jetzt hier so hin. Ja, mach doch weiter. Fahr doch weiter und... Glaube ich... Zu meiner Türe da. Ja, genau. Hä? Ey, wolltest du dich verarschen? Wie? Genau. Zu meiner Türe rein und dann runter. Also würde ich jetzt mal sagen. Bei der Türe rein. Und dann hier hin. Ja, dankeschön, beklopptes Auto, ja? Nein. Ach, falsch. Genau so. Ja. Da ist doch der Pfeil. Wenn nicht, muss ich laufen. Komm, 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 komm. Ich möchte dieses Kapitel hier abschließen und dann nochmal ausmachen. Na komm, ich muss ja noch bei Hinokoni ein bisschen trainieren. Ja. Schneller, ne? Als du. Okay, ich glaube. Nein? Wohin? Ah, ich glaube hier hin, ne? War die immer mit. Oh. Ja. Nee, du sagst dasselbe. Irgendwo muss man jetzt hier rein. Irgendwo muss man das hier rein. Ja, hier. Genau. Nein. Und immer an derselben Stelle. Na komm. Diesmal müsste da irgendwas. Genau, ich wollte gerade sagen, als müsste wieder was Grünes sein. Und rein mit dir und rein mit dir und rein mit dir. Wir sind da, wir sind da, wir sind da. Weil wir jetzt dieses machen. Und die Schreibmaschine, da kenne ich auch noch. Ich habe jetzt angefangen zu schreiben, ich meine, zu tippen. Mann, hättest du es nicht vorher umziehen können? Kann man dich nicht umziehen? Ach Mann, so. Der hat ja die Ruhe weg. Okay.
Okay then, Zach. Let's go back over our progress.
First, the victim, Anna's death. She was found hanging from a tree in the forest. She was cut open with a knife from her chest down to her stomach. That was the direct cause of death. The strangulation marks and skull fracture were caused after death. Her tongue was also bit off, and I found something inside her mouth.
Do you remember what that was, Zach?
Ach du Heilige, was war das denn noch? Ach du Kacke. Roter Samen?
That's right. We
Oh,
found the same red seed in her mouth.
das war geraten.
According to Emily, it was raining when Anna was killed, but traces of tears were still evident on her face. Which means the perpetrator killed Anna under a roof in the lumber mill, and then carried her body into the woods after it stopped raining. We found numerous important pieces of evidence at the site of the crime. A total of 4 things.
Knee prints in the grass, a wood chip of metal dust, a photo of a man with a tattoo on his back, and one other thing.
Ja?
Do you remember what that was, Zach?
Noch was? Was war denn das? Das hier?
That's wrong, Zach. Come on. Try again.
Knee prints in the grass, a wood chip covered in metal flakes, a photo of a man with a tattoo on his back, and one other thing.
Das hier oder?
That's wrong, Zach. Come on. Try again.
Ja, das kann ja nur noch das Stiletto sein.
Knee prints in the grass, a wood chip covered in metal flakes,
Ja.
a photo of a man with a tattoo.
Ich dachte nur, weil sie ja gefesselt war, Fesselspiele betrieben haben. Nein.
That's right, a broken stiletto heel. Aligning this with the other evidence suggests that 2 people came into contact with Anna's body prior to it being discovered by us. Those being the perpetrator who killed Anna and this stiletto heel. there is also the possibility that a third party carried Anna to the woods. That means we could be dealing with 3 people. 2 or 3 people. In any case, Miss Stiletto Heel may have vital information. I need to find her next. We didn't use forensic methods, but we're still closing in on the criminal. Have I forgotten anything?
Of course. The marks on her hand tell us that Anna was gripping something when she died. Do you remember that, Zach?
Ja. Boah, das war doch bei Dings, ne?
She was holding on to.
Bei, ja, Annas Autopsie. Ich glaube, das war das hier. Das erste.
That's right. A round object. The marks on her hand suggest a peace mark. The man in the photo found in the woods had a tattoo of an upside-down peace mark on his back. These two could well be related. But we don't know for sure. Next, the townfolk. A few are worthy of special attention.
Oh yeah.
McLean, the singer and bar owner. She's Thomas's sister. Then there's Nick Cormack, the owner of the diner. Both of them seem to be hiding something. There's Diane, the owner of the art gallery, who was out of town. Then we have problematic, old, rich, and eccentric Harry. Both will be tough to crack. Well, we just have to go one by one. I've been thinking, one of the biggest rewards here is the fantastic food. Enjoying food is cultural, and yet it's also a bit uncivilized. It's interesting how good food motivates me to work harder during investigations.
Oh, and on Emily's back, it was strange to me. Hey, don't take that the wrong way, Zach. I wasn't getting all excited or anything. But it did make me feel strange. Nostalgic and sad almost.
It's starting to rain. I think this case may take a while.
Ellie! Lunchtime, Ellie!
I'll eat later.
You'll eat right now, young lady. You need to listen to your mother.
I want to hear the rest of the story.
Eat your lunch, then take a nap. Then I'll tell you the rest.
But I want to hear it now.
There's no need to rush things. You must live your life at the pace that is right for you.
Honey! Are you coming?
Ach so, ja. Was vergessen. Wow, meine Damen und Herren. Nähern wir uns schon wirklich dem Ende? Nee, kann ja nicht sein. Also ich habe ja 95 Parts beim Blind Let's Play gebraucht. Und jetzt die Hälfte, doch, das wäre schön, aber naja, okay, lass uns überraschen. Wow, besiegt die Gegner 107. Ja, Fortsetzung insgesamt 4. Immer noch dasselbe wie vorhin. Also, wie letztes Mal. Oh, ich bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen, dass ihr so lange dabei gewesen seid. Ist mal wieder 30 Minuten, tut mir leid. Aber ich wollte das in einem Part beenden und demnächst werden die Parts ein bisschen gekatzt. So, ihr wisst schon, was ich meine. Nach bestimmter Zeit, so 20 Minuten ist das höchste, aber dann ist Schluss, Leute. Nicht mehr so lang. Ja, ich bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen. Ich freue mich, dass ich euch eine Freude mit dem Projekt machen kann. Ja. Bis dann. Euer Shadow, der muss nämlich jetzt erstmal Nino Kuni rendern. Und dann noch für morgen. Also wenn ihr, das habt ihr ja schon längst gesehen, aber ich muss noch rendern und hochladen. Bis dann, Leute. Ciao, ciao. Macht es gut.